What's up, all you beautiful people? Your boy, the Vuvuzela, in the building. Thursday, Vuvuzela Victory Challenge time. All about the cups today. We've got the Taça de Portugal Cup, and we've got the Champions League knockout rounds as well. I won't spoil it to who we got in the knockout rounds. What I can spoil to is that we do take on Rio Ave in the Taça Portugal, and it's going to be a tough game for us moving forward, as well as the two Champions League games. You guys have to wait and see. While you're waiting and see, make sure you hit that little bell button and get subscribed and get notified and do all that stuff. And then leave a comment or two as well, because it helps the algorithms a lot. Let's run that intro. Welcome back, everybody. We've got some cup action. Of course, only one game since the last time you saw us when we took on Copenhagen and qualified for the Europa Champions League knockout phases. Today's episode is going to be just that. We're taking on Rio Ave in the Taça de Portugal 6th round. And then we've got two juicy clashes against Benfica. That's right. We could have had the likes of Liverpool, Man City, Ajax, Valencia, Inter, PAOK, Borussia Dortmund, Napoli, RB Leipzig, Nice, Monaco, Rennes, Fiorentina, or FC Bayern. But no, we got the only other Portuguese team in the knockout phase. We're taking on Benfica for two grueling games. And of course, Rio Ave, which is the first game in the Taça de Portugal, which means we could potentially move into the semi-finals where we take either Braga or Maritimo in the next round. With that being said, of course, just the one result against Guimarães Xavier, we thrashed them 5-0. Marcio, Torrecos, Domini, Figueira, and Silva all picking up some goals. It was a slightly rotated squad. We do have a little bit of transfer news because we did have a deadline day in the end, obviously, just before the Rio Ave game. And it is some huge news. As you can see, Meisler has left for Chelsea. He has gone to Chelsea, 20.5 million. You know what? 33 years old, decreasing in his stats. Chances of him staying next season were probably going to be very low. So I did decide to sell him on this one. He is still a very good goalkeeper, and you know what? He has been absolutely phenomenal for us. 11 goals conceded in 19 games in the league, 10 in clean sheets. He has been an absolute amazing servant. 28 in 29 appearances. Of course, came on as a sub for that one game. 13 clean sheets in total. He has been an absolute demon when it comes to the goalkeeping sticks for Porto for the last 8 years. Yeah, I was right. My maths is good there. 8 years. He has been very good. And you know what? I am sad to go, but we do have a replacement, and that replacement is Frolian Diaz. Now, Frolian here looks like he is a very good player. Played, of course, their season ended midway. So in 2032 last season, 10 conceded, 12 clean sheets in 19 games. Phenomenal. And of course, last season did play in the World Club Cup as well, where he conceded 10 goals in 12 games in that continental competition. So he is a very good goalkeeper. He is also, safe to say, the Argentinian #1 as well, which is nice to see that he is there. I feel like he can step up. He still can develop a little bit. Keepers tend to develop a little bit later as well. So we are training him. The only thing that I have in terms of his role that he plays in is his communication is a little bit low and his composure is a little bit low. But other than that, as a goalkeeper, probably a very good goalkeeper. And I expect to see him being in the middle of the sticks for quite some time. yet to have his debut. Of course, he's still waiting. So he will get his debut today. In terms of the rest of the team, no real big news. Almeida is fit, but only 75 minutes of action. I'm going to give Terekos one more run in this one. It is a cup game. We do have some big games coming up, so rotation will be key. Elsewhere, the rest of the team is pretty much going to start. Diaz in goals. Nunes, Orestes, Julius Cesar, and Barco are going to be the defense. They have been absolutely amazing, the back four this season. Gunnar Duath and Aletu will continue in the midfield with Terekos, Domini, and Mash up front. Figueira, I want to say recently found his goal-scoring form again. He did score against Guimaraes, but before that didn't score in 2 games against Chelsea and Copenhagen. So he runs a bit hot and cold. Maybe in next season we might be looking at someone a little bit more consistently scoring goals for us. The likes of Lisboa, kind of the same thing. When he does get a run, he doesn't score. But as you can see, a sea of yellows with no goals scored in that run. The last time we have to go back to when he scored was all the way back at the Stadio de Luz in a 2-2 draw against Sporting Lisbon. So yeah, he has been a bit of a goal drought. He hasn't developed as well as I'd hoped. So probably looking at moving him on next season, maybe cash in. But for now, we are going to... I think we're playing at home. We're playing at Rio Ave Stadium. Either way, we've got FA Cup action. FA Cup. Stadio de Dragão, we're at home. There we go. FA Cup. It's Parque de Portugal time. There we go. That's the words I'm looking for. Let's take him on. Right, we join the action in 16 minutes in, and I think Barco just got sent off. Barco just got sent off. All right, let me see what I can do quickly. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. All right, we are going to a little bit more defensive tactic. Let's change that to positive. This is the one we're doing. You might remember it from Thun days, how we sort of started off the little Christmas tree formation. That's what we're doing. We've brought on Perez. We've decided to sacrifice Aletu, just because Aletu can't really play the DM role that well. He's more of an attacking defensive midfielder, which is a weird thing to say, but he is. And let's hope we can hit them on a counter-attack or something. I don't know, but this is now... really just annoyed me, the fact where we are sitting at 0-0 with majority of the game going to be played with 10 men. I think this is the type of game where we're going to have to score a goal and then just shut up shop for the rest of the game and just hope they don't attack us. Perez with a good chance there, just over the top. I think it's said Perez. It's spelled the same as good old Perez from Arsenal. Could be Pires. I don't know. I don't think he's that British, though. Yeah. Raul Perez. Yeah, sounds about right. And here he is again. This time loses out possession. Carroll now launches forward. Depu trying to run onto it. Who can't do it. Cesar tackles, Orestes tackles his own man in Cesar, which was very weird there. Mash now playing a little bit more defensively than what he normally would. So interesting to see how Terekos and Mash adapt to this sort of more deep winger type style. Terekos with the shot on his left foot there, tried to hit it with the outside of his boot. Didn't really trouble the goalkeeper. They've got a good chance with a free kick. Cesar picks up the possession and then literally just tapped it forward to nobody and gives the ball away. Puts more pressure back on us. Marks now with the opportunity to try and cross in. He goes short, can't get it. Mash picks up beautifully. Domini has Figueira lurking there. Long pass could work. And that's a hard tackle on Mash. And I think we might be going down to 10v10. Is Mark's going to... He must be sent off. That is a similar tackle that Barkos did. Things just got even, baby. Things just got even. 10v10. We could be in line for a bit of an action game. Perez looking for Domini. Can shoot from here, and he can. Figueira got a touch to it, which I think he was offside, though. Is he offside? He's not. Yeah, baby. I thought he was offside because he looked like in a bit of an offside position. I honestly thought Domini just smashed this into the back of the net without touching Figueira. I mean, did it actually touch Figueira? Like, I don't see how the deflection could have cost him a goal. I feel like that should have been his goal. That could have counted as a deflection. But at halftime, both teams with 10 men, we are leading 1-0. Figueira, I guess, nice to get him on the score sheet after his 2-goal drought that he's had. He's consistently now scoring in 2 games, which is fantastic to see, albeit dodgy circumstances. I don't think that was his goal, to be completely fair. We are going to make some swaps. The likes of Terekos and Domini looking a little bit tired. Mash looking tired as well. Terekos can come off for Almeida. I want to give him some minutes. He can actually play in the defensive winger position. Not well, but he can play on there. And then elsewhere, I'm going to just leave it for now. We'll just make the one stop for now. We'll give the guys a few more minutes just to get... This is basically just to get Almeida a little bit more fit, a little bit more thing. What is... Oh. I was like, what is Almeida doing? Was that Almeida? Nunes. All right, stepping over the free kick, Figueira. A 2-0 lead would be great. Keeper saved that well. Keeper saved that well. Was a good height for the goalkeeper. Mash looking now to maybe go short to Nunes. Doesn't. Goes long to Figueira at the back post. That's his 20th of the season. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we want from Figueira, to get back onto good form. And that's 3 goals in 2 games now for Figueira. And that's exactly what you want to see in the young Portuguese striker. There is a kickoff highlight for Rio Ave. And I think things are about to go from bad to worse for them, because they just lost possession. Gunnar Duath picks up Mash in a good position. Looking for answers, finds Nunes as the inverted wing back. They love to cut inside. Figueira going through, trying to go through the middle. Can't find the middle. Almeida now picks up Guath, gets a touch, and Guath picks up another goal. That's his 8th of the season. Fantastic, fantastic little play from Figueira. Yeah, picked up Duath in a good spot there. It was actually Almeida that put him in there, and it took a big deflection off the defender. And 3-0 up. It looks like we are moving into the next round, and we're probably going to take on Sporting Braga. They 2-0 up against SC Maritimo. Benfica looks like they're progressing as well over Guimarães, who did lose 5-0 to us now. Now they're losing 4-0 to Benfica. Well, is there going to be late drama? Mateus Pereira just picked up an amazing free kick. Diaz, I wasn't going to say it. I was trying to keep it in, but I was going to say we could get a clean sheet on his debut. He kind of walked to that. He didn't even attempt to dive. Questions that need to be answered there. Like, why did he just walk in there? Is that first game jitters for the Argentine? I hope not. I hope it was just a once-off mistake, really. But Almeida now running through. Almeida's got some space. Can cross in there. Finds the short pass to Nunes. Duath with another shot. I figured, he figured I scored from there before. Why can't I try again? Wins at the corner. Mash looking to the likes of Figueira and Orestes. Can't find Orestes. Can't get past the first man. He does win the second ball back, though. Cesar trying to find Nunes. That's going to be the end of the highlight. We're not going to continue talking about that at all. In terms of stats, this tactic has absolutely blown Rio Ave out of the water. It was a good defensive move. I probably will save it as a secondary tactic. But we just won a penalty. And Figueira will take this penalty to hopefully, finish off a hat-trick. Because that would be fantastic. We do have it marked on that if a player is on a hat-trick, they can take the penalty. Figueira. Yes. Penalty dispatched. 4-1 up. Hat-trick hero. Figueira and Duath with the goals. You love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Although I feel like the 45th minute goal that Figueira scored wasn't a goal, I guess. I don't know. I still feel like that should be Domini's goal. But Figueira does win man of the match. We've beaten Rio Ave. We've got now a clash against Benfica in the Champions League. We've also got a clash against Braga in the semi-final. finals, which takes place in April, right after the Benfica match. I think we know what we're coming back for. In terms of the league, now I know you guys are saying, like, why haven't we seen a lot of league football? We're 6 points clear of Benfica with a game in hand. We haven't lost a game yet in the league. We only drawn one. We've dropped 2 points, and that was to Benfica. I don't feel like we're in the area right now to say that, you know, we could potentially bottle the league. It is a possibility. I'm not saying it's not. But right now, we are playing so well that I kind of want to show cup competition, because we're currently still on, technically, for a treble. We just have to beat Benfica for that to continue. So we'll come back for that game. Guys, we're back for... I don't know why his face is popping up. We're back for the UEFA Champions League. First game is at home. We won a good, strong showing. This is the team. Diaz in goals. Nunes, Orestes, Cesar, and Barco. As usual, they've been a solid back four. Dueth, Iniletu, Almeida, Domini, Mash, and Figueira. Almeida, not 100% fully fit. Can play 75 minutes, but we're going to keep him in. And recently, PSG and Atletico Madrid are interested in signing Figueira. And I find this quite ironic that Atletico want him, because Atletico have a striker that I kind of want, and I thought could be a potential replacement for our boy over here. I suppose the likes of Mbappe and Ramos are extremely old. I guess that's why they're looking for him. But I want Eric, who could potentially be an amazing striker. I know he's more naturally fitted to a left wing, but just look at his stats. So this guy can play literally anyway. If he had a strong right foot, he could play on the right as well. Even attacking midfielder, he's not that bad at playing. But as an advanced forward, other than his passing, looks like he could be an amazing player. He is valued at £288 million, which we don't even have a player close to that. So that'll be interesting that they are interested in Figueira. We are going to go to the game, though. We are taking on Benfica in the first knockout round of the Champions League. Huge capacity crowd here at the Stadio de Dragão, taking on our arch rivals in Benfica. In the league, we're still 6 points ahead of them with a game in hand. Champions League, though, we've been on really, really poof. How did we leave him wide open like that? Like, can somebody explain to me where was the defense there? I mean, Kerker's beautiful cross. Don't get me wrong. That is an amazing cross. But Barco and Julio Cesar just left him wide open at the back post. No keeper in the world could have saved that shot. He had so much time to just pick his spot. Literally the first shot of the game, and they've scored a goal. That is absolutely poor. Domini, though, trying to get us back in. Altair makes the save. And, well, which is that? I thought it was that Turkish goalkeeper Man United have, but his first name is Altair, isn't it? But he's Brazilian. Did they recently buy him? No, he's coming through the youth academy. Interesting. Interesting. What's happened to their Is that their first team? That's not their first team goalkeeper, surely. He's only made 8 appearances. Arnu Tenas is currently injured. That's why they're using him. Okay. Well, I suppose that means we should be able to really test him out. Julio Cesar, Mash. There's still a lot of time for football. Tobido looking for Skip. Finds Skip beautifully. He goes across back to Morato. Nice little pass there. Skip again. Kerkeres, who's been very, very dangerous on that left-hand side already. Schandrop. Back to Kerkeres eventually. Morato. Skip looking to try and break us down. We're holding our shape well, and Mash picks up nicely. Good little counter-attack. He is a very quick little player. Lucas Mash looking for the low cross. Finds Figueira. Cleared off the line. Oh, that was close. I don't know why I'm so zoomed out. Bruno Duhath trying to redo something, and Hugo Felix will clean up that mistake. But that was cleared off the line from Figueira's shot. Literally point blank range. Duhath picks it up. Figueira goes for that little curly shot. Just over the top there. 50,003 people in the stadium today, and they're witnessing an instant Portugal classic, I must admit already. 21 minutes in, it's been a very, very interesting game. Sequet now on the right-hand side. They've got players in the box. Kudos cuts inside short, and that was, I think it was Gertida with the shot there. Just goes over the top. Gertruda. I think that's how you say his name. Right, we've got another free kick in a very dangerous position. Figueira can put these in the back of the net. We've seen a couple of good chances, but that one went right through the wall. Corner now. Domini. Can he get past the first man? He can. Orestes can't get the header down. Right, so that is not looking good. We are getting back into the game slowly, though. We are getting back slowly. We need to do a little bit better, though. We need to find that break. We need to break down this defense. Domini back to Nunes. The keeper hasn't really been tested. Nunes finding Mash, and that's what we wanted to do. Almost a carbon copy of the goal Benfica scored. Lucas Mash says, whatever Kudos can do, I can do better. Look at this beautiful cross there from the edge of the box from Nunes. Deep cross, and look at that. Mash out of nowhere. Volleys at home past Altair's goal, and we're back into the tie. 1-1. Barco picking up Domini. Duath. We can go 2-1 up at halftime. That would be absolutely amazing. Julio Cesar. Duath. Good ball over to Almeida on the wing. First touch wasn't great. Finds the back post to Figueira. And we've somehow taken the lead. 2-1 going into the break. We've pulled it out from the clutch of defeat. A beautiful ball from Duath. I thought Almeida's first touch was poor, but he's managed to hold it. And the deep cross to the back post. Defenders were caught napping a little bit there, but ball watching, and didn't spot Figueira lurking at that back post. Figueira has found his goal-scoring boots, which is, I guess, why PSG are now interested in signing the young Portuguese international. Halftime, I'm going to tell the team they're doing absolutely fantastic, because they are. Nunes picking up Domini. Victor. Beautiful ball from Aletu to Mash. And, I mean, Figueira should have hit the target there at least for that one. They should have hit the target. That could have been 3-1 and really, really set us up nicely for that second leg. Aletu and Domini not really getting into the game much, but here comes Domini with a deep corner. Back to Julio Cesar. Tried an overhead kick. In the end, a bit ambitious from the center back. I'm not going to lie. We're going to make some swaps here. Like I said, Domini not playing great. Looking a little bit worse for wear. We'll bring on Gilmere for there. Elsewhere, Almeida on a yellow card does scare me a little bit, but Victor will come off for Moya. Almeida, I'm going to give him a couple more minutes. He can play about 75. Don't want to risk an injury for Almeida, so we'll bring on Emega in due course, I guess. We'll just give it a bit of more time. Let Almeida cook a little bit. It has an assist to his name. They've switched to a 4-4-2 now. Figueira going short to Mash. And Lucas Mash. Take a bow, son. I'll check your wonder kid with that thunder goal. 3-1 the score now. Figueira to Mash. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. 2 goals for Mash. 2 assists from Figueira. And with that goal means we can now take off Almeida and give Emega a bit of a run. Elsewhere, Julio Cesar not playing the best. Cho Du-Yong can come on for him. Just rest some tired legs. Nunes looking very tired as well. We'll take him off for Marcio. Has an assist to his name as well. We'll keep the last sub. Mash looking a little bit tired as well out there. Even Gunnar Duath and Figueira all looking a little bit tired, but I want to keep that last sub just in case. Cho picks up Figueira. Gamera can't get the ball through. They've gone on a counter-attack with their 2-striker system. DeWitt, their little wonder kid that I try to side for Thun Wonder Day, cuts inside. Caio Jorge has scored again against us. He always seems to just pop up against us against the run of play, really. DeWitt, good little low cross. Jorge in the right space at the right time. Good little finish. It's 3-2. It's making me very, very nervous for this last few minutes of the game. I mean, a fourth goal here would really settle my nerves a little bit, guys. Just saying, if you guys want to chip in with a goal, just saying, please. I mean, 3-2 at home is not a bad result at all, which does set up nicely for that second leg, that we have the 1-goal advantage, and we have beaten Benfica 3-2. Our second cup victory over Benfica. Of course, we beat them in the League Cup. No, they beat us in the League Cup, didn't they? On penalties. What did we lose to Sporting? We lost to Sporting. Where did we beat Benfica? I remember beating Benfica. We drew with them 2-2. No, we haven't beaten Benfica. Okay. I honestly thought we had beaten Benfica before. It was actually Sporting. And they even knocked us out of the cup. I don't know why I thought we beat Benfica to knock them out of the cup. But anyway, guys, we're coming back for the Benfica game. I have noticed that Taca Portugal is over 2 legs. I might skip the first leg and maybe come back for the second leg just to progress a little bit in the season. All depends on the knockout game. So Estrela Pereira in between. We're coming back for the Benfica game. Right, ladies and gents, we're back for the second leg of the UEFA Champions League. The same team is going to play that played in the first game, except for one swap. Perez on the left will come in for the injured Barco. He's got a cold, and he's out for 3 days. He has a cold, guys. A cold. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Matos is also eligible because he played in another game on today. So we don't have a left back on the bench today, which is not good. In terms of other words, Mash and Orestes looking a little bit tired compared to the other players, but they should be fine. Our midweek game, we won 3-1. Guilherme picked up his first goal in Porto colours ever. The 24-year-old, of course, signed in 2028, 2029. Never played for us. Even the B, played a couple of games for the B team, I guess. He scored a goal in the B team in League 3. But in terms of the first team, this was his first goal that he scored after scoring in Brazil for Vasco da Gama. 7 goals for them there, but our first goal ever in Porto colours, which is good to see. It's fantastic to see, actually, but he's not playing today. We're going with Domini instead. Let's go to the game. Well, we're kicking off, and very interestingly, our man that has plagued us over the centuries, I guess, or a couple of games, KO, is not in the team. They've gone with Darwin Núñez up front. He's actually suspended for this game. He picked up a yellow card in the first leg, which means he is suspended for this one. We do have a player sitting on a yellow card as well in Julio Cesar. So if he picks up a yellow card, he won't be available for the next Champions League game. First 30 minutes, though, it's been all Benfica. We haven't had a single shot in the game yet, and it's been 35 minutes. This is the first highlight coming in. It is a Hugo Felix free kick. They've started off with their 4-4-2, which is how they've basically scored their last 2 goals against us in those dying minutes. Jorge was the guy that scored both those when they had this formation. It does bode well for us because we tend to play a little bit better against a flat back 4. Almeida coming through on the wing now, cutting inside very low. Why was Dinamini going backwards? Like, he should have just turned and shot there. He had so much space. Perez, though, has an opportunity. Raul Perez scores his first goal of the season in front of the Porto fans. We 2 goals up now. I question Domini's decision to go back. Maybe it was the right one. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But Perez making sure it was the right direct decision. He picks up his first goal of the season. Definitely a great little left back for us. Has stepped up when we needed to call upon him. Barco, of course, a little bit more aggressive. Gets the injuries. He has picked up 11 goals, though, Barco, from that position. He does tend to do quite well. We are doing quite well at halftime. 1-0 up. That's all that matters. Lucas Mash took a huge knock. He is not looking very healthy at the moment. You can see his little heart is almost but depleted. He will probably come off in the next few minutes or so. Just want to give some guys some game time, having a look at everybody else. Mash with the free kick, though. Julio Cesar picks up the goal. He does have a yellow card, which means he will miss the next game. But we're 3-0 up now on aggregate against Benfica, which means we have 1 foot into the knockout phase, the 6th round of 16. Julio Cesar with a beautiful little header puts that into the back of the net, and with that goal means we can make our swaps. Lucas Mash will come off there. We'll bring on Emiga on the right-hand side. Elsewhere, not having the best of games, Lucas Duath. Moya can come on there. Up front, I'm going to give Figueroa a little bit more time, as well as Domini not playing great. Almeida also a 6.7, not great. Restus, I didn't see that on a 6.6. That wasn't good, but we are winning, so I'm not too worried about the defensive stats at the moment. Of course, mistakes like that, though, could cost us and could put Benfica back into a striking range. They do need to score 4 goals now in order for them to go through. Schandrup almost started that comeback. Let's make those swaps. Let's make those new swaps. They're pushing Schandrup forward now. They are desperate. Figueira can come off for Lisboa. He's not playing well. Orestes not having the best of going. Chong come on there. Cesar can switch with him because he is terrible with his right foot. Elsewhere, we give Terekos another run as well. Take off Almeida. Still recovering from that injury. Don't want to risk him. He's vital on that right-hand side. And I'd rather not overexpose him and get him injured again. Schandrup to Tobido. They are pushing forward. They've got 15 minutes to make something happen. And now they've got a breakthrough. Darwin Núñez puts it in the back of the net. They've pulled one back. I'm not too worried yet, but I feel I'm going to be on a knife's edge right now with 15 minutes left to play. A good little tap in from Darwin Núñez. You know, 9 out of 10 times you expect him to miss those, but sometimes he puts them in the back of the net, and that was one of them. Núñez and Perez looking very tired on that left back side. Makes me a bit nervous that our defense can't handle the likes of Kudos and Schandrup. They've taken off Núñez. De Witter goes for the cross. Antonio looking for options. Schandrup took the shot. The defense clears it. Lisboa just watching them as they run back. Antonio has another chance. Antonio, of course, was that left back that we wanted to sign at Thun, and actually made an offer for him, but in the end chose Benfica over Thun. I don't disagree with that move. I think it was smart. Domini, though, gives away to De Witt. Kudus, who has scored against us before. Skip now moving forward. Oh, my goodness. Diaz got very lucky there. Diaz got so lucky. Chong Du Young was on the line to clear that out. Oh, guys. 3 minutes left. Perez brings down Schandrup. Benfica are really trying to go for this at home, and they have to. You can't deny them. They are trying their hardest. Tobido hits the crossbar. And there's going to be another highlight now. I don't want to set up shop because I know in this game, every time I've set up shop, we tend to concede 2 goals in like the dying moments. And I can't afford that right now. Emiga over the top looking for Lisboa. Can't pick up Lisboa. Altair, who's had a bit of a shocking game in the first half, has improved in the second one. Groot now. Groot running forward, taking the opportunity. And I think that might be the end of the game. We are going to go through in the Champions League. We're going to the round of 16. A fantastic performance. Guys, I was on the edge there for the last bit there. Inter going through on PAOK as well. Elsewhere, Nice and Dortmund had their first games of the campaign. It looks like they've picked up some victories. It all depends who we take on now in the next round. It is going to be the next video, guaranteed. Round of 16, I think, from now until probably the end of season, unless something drastic happens in the Liga Portugal. We're probably just going to be showing Champions League games, guys. So hope you enjoy. We'll be back tomorrow for another episode. Well, there you have it, folks. Undefeated in cup competition, at least not in the League Cup, because we lost that to Sporting Lisbon 2-0. No, 2-2 on penalties. That's what it was. Anyway, we through in the next round of the Taça Portugal. We through to the Champions League, defeating our arch nemesis in Benfica in the process, which is great. Not sure who we're going to draw to next. You guys have to wait and see. That's probably going to be the next video tomorrow on Friday. Make sure you hit subscribe. Tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters. Everybody, join in on the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. Your boy, the Vuslap, is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.